Welcome back to the Commercial Real Estate Show. I'm Michael Bull. Our topic today, how real estate decisions impact your business. And our guest is Michael Bull. Yes, it's me. I'm going to share my tips with you. And next we're going to talk about lease versus purchase decisions. That seems to be a big topic with a lot of companies. Well, I'll give you my thoughts on that. Before we go there, let me give you a couple more ideas about controlling cost on your space. One of those is to, when you're looking at different locations and buildings, consider the energy efficiency of the space in the building. You know, is it a LEED certified building? Are there other certifications that show that the building that you're in has some cost savings built into how the building's operate? I know I see going to a lot of buildings and you see just a lot of utilities and things just being wasted. But when you talk to some of the great property managers that are out there listening to this show today, and they talk about saving 1/100th of a penny per milligram of this energy and that energy, and they get a sparkle in their eyes, that's what you want, right? Because those costs, and you're a tenant, you're going to be paying them, whether you're paying them directly to the utility companies or you're paying within your CAM, they're going to be passed along to you. So think about the energy efficiency. And I like what Darren mentioned when he was on my show that wrote the book that I mentioned earlier about Don't Worry About the Rent. There's the title of his book. He mentioned also that the HVAC systems and things can be very important to the productivity and the health of your employees, right? And you know, if they're healthy and they're happy, they may be working more efficiently. Another thing that comes up a lot in controlling cost are guarantees. And you know, I could talk for half a day on some of these subjects, and I'm going to make this brief, but here's some ideas on guarantees. First of all, if you're a small tenant going into a large multi-tenant building, you're probably going to have to fully guarantee personally that lease. You're going to have to look the landlord in the eye and say, hey, you're going to build this out for me. You're going to let me run my business in here. I guarantee you I'm going to pay you. Just face it. Now, if you've got a larger business, maybe there's some other alternatives. So I'll give you a few ideas. First of all, you might be able to ask for a guarantee that burns off, they call it, right? That you say, look, I'll sign a 10-year lease. I know you're going to invest a lot of money building this out. You're going to amortize a lot of that up at the front end. So if I pay my rent on time and I don't default and I'm a good tenant for 3 years or 5 years, let's have that personal guarantee burn off there at that point. Another idea could be that you limit your amount of personal guarantee to a set dollar amount. Maybe that dollar amount is tied to some cost that the landlord has. He owns the building, the space is there to lease it to you. He may have some cost for the transaction. He may have some build out costs and things like that. So maybe you limit your guarantee to that. I've even seen another guarantee that I've used. It was if you're a tenant in my building and you can't pay, but you get out so I can rent it to another tenant, yeah, I mean, I won't go after you personally on the guarantee. But if you're not going to pay me and stay in the space and I have to go through eviction, you owe me the full guarantee. So there's a lot of ways to work through guarantees. Don't just not lease to a tenant if you're a landlord, or not lease from the landlord because they want a full guarantee. And I get it, right? The landlord wants the tenant to fully guarantee everything. The tenant doesn't want to guarantee anything. If the business can't pay it, he doesn't want to pay it. There's ways to work that out. All right, so let's talk about lease versus purchase. First of all, who should do it? Most businesses should rent. They should lease. And there's a lot of reason. Flexibility. There's more options. Also, you make more money typically investing in your business than you will in real estate. Think about it. Some businesses might sell for 6 times EBITDA, for example, right? But someone buying real estate might sell for even a 6% cap rate. So, you know, you're getting a 20% return buying the business and a 6% return buying the real estate. You know, you probably want to invest in your business, right? Now, are some alternatives to buying, and one of the things that I hear from a lot of businesses that they really want to buy, and the choices when they're buying can be limited. The most important thing is that your business is in the right location. It has the right look, feel for recruiting and retention, for brand, for all the things we've talked about today. And when you're leasing, you're going to have more options to find the right space. As an example, when I started my business almost 20 years ago, I bought a building. It was the perfect building for my company at the time. We were local to Atlanta. We were on a major road on Piedmont. It had great visibility. I bought it, renovated it. It was great for us. We grew and grew, and we were able to move tenants out and expand in the space. To finally, we outgrew it, and then we had to move. So when we moved, I couldn't find anything that was perfect for my business, for my brokers, for my clients and employees. So we leased. We're on the top floor, great Highwoods building, great landlord Highwoods, thank you. And it works well for my business. I still own the building. So we're going to take a short break. We'll get back. We'll talk about some flexibility, some great ideas of why you might want to buy your real estate. Stay with us. This is the Commercial Real Estate Show. Hey there, thanks for checking out the Commercial Real Estate Show. Don't miss a video of special interest to you. Be sure to subscribe below. And if you appreciate the videos, be sure and thank our sponsors. There's a link to more information about them in the description. For more videos, podcasts, and articles, check out creshow.com.